Namaskar, welcome to the Global Eye. You are with me, Mosmi. Today let us give our ears to Prime Minister Modi's Kashi's message. India will not bow to bullying, a new era of assertive economics. In the heart of ancient Kashi, where India's spiritual legacy converses with its modern ambitions, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has delivered a message that echoes far beyond the ghats of the Ganga. At a time when global trade winds are turbulent and economic nationalism is becoming the norm, Prime Minister Modi's words weren't just ceremonial. They seemed as if they were strategic. They were aimed at Washington. India first. This wasn't just a slogan. It was a shield, a stance, and perhaps a warning. So what's the latest development and what Prime Minister Modi said? With trade talks between India and the United States locked in a stalemate and tariff tensions escalating, particularly after the Trump administration's controversial decision to slap 25% tariff on a broad list of countries, including India, or should I say, specifically India, as if his hit was at India, Prime Minister Modi broke his silence. Speaking from Kashi, he said, "In this time of global economic turbulence, when every nation is securing its own interest, India too must protect her economy. We must take a pledge not just today, but for the future, that we will buy those things which have been made with the sweat of an Indian." It was more than a patriotic call. It was a powerful message. In fact, it is a powerful message. It was a message, clear message to President Donald Trump that India will not be intimidated. The Trump tariff pressure is not unknown to all. Let's break down the context. The US, under Trump's aggressive America First trade doctrine, has imposed or threatened 25% tariffs on 92 countries, including India. It accused India of unfair trade practices, pulled India out of the Generalized System of Preferences (GSP) in 2019, costing India preferential trade benefits, remained silent on China in the latest tariff list, raising questions whether India is being targeted to test its resolve. Meanwhile, Trump's administration slapped only 19% tariffs on Pakistan and is reportedly negotiating an oil deal with Islamabad. A curious diplomatic move, rewarding a nation long accused of harboring terror elements while pushing a strategic democratic partner like India. Is it at all punishing? Is this strategic leverage or selective bullying? And what's India's bold counter-narrative? We can see rise of assertive nationalism. Instead of softening its stance, India is now projecting confidence and resilience. Vocal for local, that's the push. And Prime Minister Modi revived his campaign for Swadeshi, that is indigenous goods, urging Indians to support domestic industries, particularly small businesses, weavers, artisans and farmers. We are looking at Atmanirbhar Bharat 2.0. Far from being just a COVID-era catchphrase, it is now a long-term economic doctrine. India wants to be not just the world's back office, but its third largest economy by 2030 or perhaps by 2027. And the strategic tariff planning, what's that? India is reportedly evaluating retaliatory tariff measures, revisiting trade agreements and building alternative supply chains with Southeast Asia and Africa to reduce reliance on American markets. And we see President Trump versus Prime Minister Modi, a tale of two nationalisms. Trump says America first, imposing tariffs to force global trade concessions. Prime Minister Modi says India first, not just defending but redefining India's global position. But here's the key difference. Modi isn't echoing Trump. He's standing up to him. So is the US using tariffs as a weapon of economic coercion against rising powers like India? Can India truly be Atmanirbhar in a world of globalized interdependence? Or is this a step toward economic isolation? Are small-scale Indian industries equipped to compete without access to Western markets or tech partnerships? Why is the US being softer on authoritarian nations like China and Pakistan while hardening its stance against democratic India? The answer lies in the question. But think about it. Can India turn this moment of pressure into an opportunity to finally become a manufacturing powerhouse like China? Is the world ready for an assertive India that is no longer willing to accept the West's economic dominance? Are trade talks today becoming new battlegrounds of geopolitical bullying? And if yes, who is writing the rules? And here we have a message to the world. That is, India is no longer the silent, submissive negotiator at the global table. From Kashi to Kashmir, from Khadi to Kisan, it is crafting a new narrative. One that doesn't fear a Trump tariff but answers it with self-reliance. When Prime Minister Modi says, "We will buy what has been made with the sweat of an Indian," he is not just speaking to shopkeepers in Varanasi. He is signaling to Washington, to Beijing, and to Brussels that India's rise will be on its own terms. For more updates and insights, keep watching The Global Eye.